Well, for decades, the care of infants, these newborns with a fever, it has varied. Do you take them to the hospital or have extensive testing? Well, let's go to Fox News' Margie Ellisor. She's joining us from the Lakeside Renovation and Design Weather Deck to answer those questions with a new set of guidelines. Good morning, Margie.
Yeah, good morning, John. I mean, the hope is that these new guidelines will help doctors treat infants who have a fever a little bit better. We have a SLU Care pediatrician, Dr. Ken Haller. He is joining us with SSM Health, Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. And first off, Dr. Haller, what exactly are the new guidelines and how do they differ?
Well, in the past, when kids were less than 2 months old, less than 60 days old, and they had a fever, a temperature over 101.5, the standard was to do certain blood tests, a blood count, what's called a blood culture to see if there was infection in the blood, a urine culture for the same thing, and most significantly and most traumatically, a lumbar puncture, which is commonly known as a spinal tap. Because when babies are that young, their immune system is not able to keep bad stuff from getting to the worst places. As kids get older, their brain, the blood-brain barrier gets more firm and it's harder to get an infection. But when they're that young and they have a fever, we never quite knew what was going on, so we had to just make sure that there wasn't something really bad going on. And that's been the standard of care for, well, frankly, as long as I've been a pediatrician, which is 40 years.
Yeah, right. So now they've gathered all this data, you said, from about 40 years' time. And what are the new guidelines? Well,
the new guidelines, what they've done is they've looked at babies and looked at their conditions, looked at the blood tests, and now in addition there are other blood tests, one called C-reactive protein, which is called an inflammatory marker, that gives us a very good idea of how deep an infection might be and whether it's caused by bacteria or viruses. There are also more specific tests for viruses. So now, if a baby looks well but has a fever, the doctor can now just maybe look at some of these other tests without having to go to these more invasive things and watch the child for a while. And that's really revolutionary because, a spinal tap is just not something that anyone wants to do if they can avoid it.
Yeah, absolutely. How common is it for infants to have fevers?
It's not terribly common, but it does happen. And so it's really important for every parent to have a reliable thermometer at home. And frankly, thermometers are much more reliable, whether it's a skin thermometer or one of those things you put over the forehead. Wherever you take the temperature on the body, 101.5, it should be considered accurate. But if a parent has a baby who has that temperature, they need to call the doctor. And then the good news is the doctor or the emergency room physician can consult these guidelines and make decisions about what tests the baby needs and what tests we can wait on for a while. To see how they do.
So that number is 101.5.
Yeah, 101.5 Fahrenheit or 38 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, so at that point you should take them in to see the doctor?
You should definitely call the doctor or go to the emergency department. That's also, the thing is that something similar happened with newborn medicine a few years ago. Kaiser Permanente did this big data set because newborn babies, would sometimes be born with fevers and have other things going on. And we used to have to do the same thing. But in the newborn nursery, we can now make decisions and do what's called Kaiser scoring. So we can say, this kid is probably going to be okay. We don't have to do all that stuff. What's great about this is now this takes us up to about 2 months of age. After 2 months of age, if a child has a fever, it's not nearly as concerning. It's still something to talk to the doctor about. But for kids under 2 months of age, this can really help to prevent a lot of testing that in the past we thought was necessary and really was, but now we have other ways of evaluating the child and making sure that they stay well.
Great to have these guidelines. SLU Care pediatrician Dr. Ken Haller, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Good to see you again and have you on air.
Yeah.
All right, for more information as well, just head to stlmoms.com.